Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an LT-432. It's a Tier 8 premium Soviet light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Malinovka Encounter, and it's under the command of Prussian Joe of the ARG clan. Yes, ARG. Yes, unusual name. I think it's ARG. He doesn't like it. Anyway. It's an 85mm main gun. It's capable of doing 180 alpha and 176mm penetration with standard rounds, and he already got a hit on the G-Saw. With the that's with premium APCR, standard APCR, I should say. With the premium AP shells, yes, premium AP. It's 180 alpha and 218mm of pen. Now he's playing an active spotter here. He's spotting the enemy across the plateau at the top of the map, but I think he's decided he's going to be elsewhere. His team's moved up towards the windmill, but he could be better off spotting for his team a bit further away. Okay, the LT-432, what is it? It's actually a light tank that was developed in the 1960s. It's very flat, which of course necessitates the crew being fairly small, and in fact actually the Soviets were famous for having very small crew in their tanks. You can see that there was in several enemy tanks, 3 of them in total, trying to make their way across the field. This is a tier 8 game with tier 8 tanks, so he's decided for the moment he's just going to sit here and spot them and then duck into cover and start shooting at them if necessary. Whoa! He just had an accidental hit with the LT-7X. Now his view range is 380 meters. He doesn't appear to actually have anything enhancing that at the moment, but he's just trying to spot those enemy tanks. You can see one of our tanks, a Scorpion, actually did make his way down to the field and got wiped out. We're only 1 down on the enemy at the moment, but we're keeping those Progettos from moving up, and they are getting hit by some of our tanks. The Lanson is hitting them. Of course, he's got a 105mm gun, and the T-92 on the enemy team is trying to make inroads, and I think he's going to get wiped out, although the Lanson gets killed first. But now it's time for the T-92 to die, and he's wiped out, and he pulls back behind the rock. Oh, takes a round from a G-Saw 1008. That's the medium one. Or is it? No, I think the G-Saw 1008 is actually the Tank Destroy version. Yes, it is the Tank Destroy version. I was wrong. So that's the 4-shot autoloader. Okay, he's keeping active. You can see that G-Saw shot was 350, but it wasn't the high roll for a 105mm main gun, and that's a hit. 191. That's a high roll. Do it again. Another one at range. Picks his spot and gets another one. The Viper goes down. Yeah, so that one definitely worked. He didn't get any spotting for it, but he certainly got the hit. And there's that G-Saw 1008 again. I think we're outside his range. We're definitely outside his range. He can't see us, and the Progetto over here, he can't do anything about us at the moment, because if he comes over that ridgeline, we've got tanks a little further up, including a Type 59, a G-Saw 1008 for our own, and an LT-7X who's keeping watch on what's going on. So at the moment, it's very difficult for that Progetto to do anything, but this guy sneaked up on us. A batch at 12 ton, and in fact, we just bounced around from that G-Saw, that 320 alpha. So that was very, very lucky that the round, you could hear it whiz off as it bounced. It made that pajoing sound. And here's the Batchat. Good night, Mr. Batchat. And the Progetto on our team is returning after we've dealt with the enemy down at this end. So now we can return the visit. And we're going to go across the field and attack the enemy that way. Hopefully, we should be able to get shots into the side of that GeForce 1008 and a Borsig who's somewhere located up on the hill. We're only one up on the enemy now, but it is an advantage. Instead of saying there, he actually decided to move. And look at that. There's the Progetto on the enemy team. He's actually gone up on the ramp. And now he's very, very vulnerable. He must know this. The only option for him is to go down to the bottom of the ramp, because if he stays at the top, he's going to get completely eviscerated. That hit. And go for one more to kill. No, it's going to be at least 2 to kill, but it will be 2. There's one into the engine bay. Oh, and the kill shot goes to the Type 59. So now the enemy is in danger, because we're 3 up on them. We still haven't found that Borsig, and he is a danger to us, because if he sees us, he could easily wipe us out. And there he is. Okay, so now we're going to do the same to him. Oh, that one didn't hit. Get another one. Yeah. Oh, that one hit the ground. I was wrong. He's not leading it enough. Now he is. And the next one is a kill shot. And there we go. That's 3rd kill. And now we've got sight of this Object 416 who's come down, but he's not really covered himself. We've got a Type 59 nearby. He's just the other side of the ramp, the hill rather, the spotting hill. And the 416 goes down, but he actually goes down to the GeForce 1008. Now we're looking for the enemy Arty, and we've just found him. It's an M40, M43, but he's the other side of that ridge line. So we have to get closer in order to get a shot on him. Now we have. And we fire in the standard APCR. And there you go. He's got the kill. You see, it's much easier with the APCR. If you fire HE, there's a good chance that they might bounce around. The M40, M43 is based on the M4. And so, therefore, even at an angle, if you hit the right spot or the wrong spot, you will actually bounce the shell, and then you won't get your penetration. We've got the ELC 790 for company, so it means these 2 guys are definitely going to go down. I go for the M3Y first. He's almost like giving the guy an assist because he's slightly faster. 70 kilometers an hour maximum speed. The ELC's only 60. But there goes the Type 2. Tiger 2 rather. And oh, we bounced around. And there goes the 2nd kill. And that's an M3Y. Now it's the K4 KTTS. And he's going for it in a big way. Now he just needs to get behind. Oh, he ram killed him. He died in the process, but he got the ram kill. Well, that was an ace tanker game for Prussian Joe of the ARGTH in the LT-432. Very well played with a funny ram kill right at the end. This is not the first ace tanker he's had. He's had them before, and he's obviously done well. He's got a Reaper badge for getting consecutive kills with consecutive shots. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. That was near the enemy cap. It was allowing his teammates to shoot at the enemy tanks right over by the water. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, and he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. What you didn't notice was he actually got a Top Gun with that ram kill on the KV4. He actually got his 6th kill, and that won the game right at the end. His win rate, 10,223, which is Super Unicum standard. So a good game there for Prussian Joe. Let's have a look at team score. Well, definitely the highest damage on his team, but not the highest damage in the game. The KV4 KTTS, which is a rear-mounted turret, obviously, he got 4,197 hit points of damage. 2nd place goes to that Borsig, who got 3,467. And the 3rd place, that goes to Prussian Joe with 3,117. When it came to kills, though, he got the top spot with that one. 6 kills to Prussian Joe, 3 kills to the GeForce 1008 on his own team. And on the enemy team, the only guy who managed to get more than 1 kill was, in fact, the KV4 KTTS. I think he got 3. And when it came to base XP, he's the only player to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,354. The next highest was the GeForce 1008 with 894. He's still alive at the end of the game. And the T-32 got 806. And again, he was still alive. He fired 25 rounds in that game of his 85mm gun. He got 19 direct hits and 17 penetrations. So the shells didn't go exactly where he wanted them to all the time. In fact, he was having a lot of difficulty with that Borsig. 1 splash damage as well in the game, and 3,117 hit points of damage, of which 2,038 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see he was doing a lot of long-range shooting. He got 4 hits received from the enemy, 2 penetrations, 2 non-penetrations. He bounced a few rounds, even from the GeForce 1008, which is amazing, really, because those are 105mm rounds, and he shouldn't be bouncing those, but he was. 640 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 11 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 1,749 hit points of spotting assist in the game. On a premium count, he actually made 60,428 credits from that game. You can see most of the ammunition he used, the standard APCR, was very cheap, so handy for the game. 25 bonds for an achievement award, and also 2,234 experience points as well. He wasn't really, he says own them again. Yeah, he wasn't really playing as a sneaky light tank who's actually spotting for his team. He was playing as an active light who had to go out and find the enemy, keep them in sight, but not get hit. Now, he did get hit, but he was lucky that he got those bounces, because otherwise that would have been really awful if he'd gone out the game to some tank destroyer way off in the distance. The enemy was fairly sneaky to him as well. That Batchat 12-ton managed to sneak in right underneath his view and get very close to his teammates. But luckily, he went after that guy and got him and put him out the game, put him out of his misery. But yes, it was an interesting battle, and another game where he's played, where he's actually done well in the LT-432. You can make credits in this thing, but you need to be careful you don't get wiped out, because it is a very, very small tank, light tank, only has a maximum 160 millimeters of armor on the front of the turret, and the rest of the tank is fairly light as well. It's almost like a medium tank, this tank, with a light tank characteristics. So yes, it's very much a medium tank, but fast tank with good camo. So if you want a light tank that really gets under the enemy's cover and really annoys them, this one's actually quite good. It's got a better acceleration than the ELC M90. It's not as small as an ELC, as you saw when they went racing up the hill together. He obviously had an advantage over the ELC, but I think the difference is that it's this 85mm gun opposed to the 90mm gun on the ELC. The ELC's got a 3-shot autoloader. This thing's got a standard gun which just loads at a standard rate. Its standard reload is 5.09 seconds, and he had less than that, which means that you can just go over there and really annoy the enemy by keeping them in sight and then ducking into cover to get away from them whenever you need. And so that's why he actually managed to get a huge amount of spotting in this game by just keeping the enemy aware of, or keeping his teammates aware of where the enemy was. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.